What's up everybody, Logan Delgado here, and I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. It is Saturday, so you know what that means. It is a full day of eating, but I also want to tell you about this company called Thrive Market. They have a really good thing going, but before we get into that, cue the music. Alright, what I picked up from Thrive Market was these pumpkin seeds right here. Obviously, guys, you know I always talk about pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are really, really good for you. And then I also got two things that I have not seen in my grocery store yet, unless I drive all the way to Austin to like Whole Foods or something. But I got this green superfoods. Now, you guys have probably seen this everywhere. Pretty much it's like a green powder, and pretty much you get your daily vitamins, all your greens that you need. You know, I preach that all the time. I know I sound like a broken record. It almost seems like I'm talking about this in every single video about how important it is to get your greens. And I've seen a lot of people post about this on Instagram now, not about this brand, but about this like this superfood green powder. So I'm pretty pumped to start taking this every morning. I'm gonna see what benefits I feel in my body, and I'll definitely let you guys know. This is a pineapple lemongrass right here, and the carbs are only 3 grams of carbs, actually, with 1 dietary fiber. So it's only 2 grams of net carbs, which is, you know, you can't beat that. And then right here, I have not seen one of these. This is bone broth. Now, I always talk about it, but I've never gotten it. So pretty much what bone broth is pretty much just like what you would use for your soup. But a lot of people who are just starting the keto diet, I think it's very important that you get this bone broth into your diet. One, because you're gonna need that sodium, you're gonna need those electrolytes to put back into your body. If you're doing keto, it's very important to get that back in. And so this will only help you. So again, you don't need it, but I think it'll be very beneficial if you do. About to have the first meal of the day. I'm really excited because I heard a lot about this bacon right here. This is called kielbasa bacon, and I heard people advertising about it on the radio. Now, who advertises about bacon on the radio? Which is really strange, but hey, it works. So I ended up getting it at my local grocery store. And then I got some sweet peppers, obviously got some eggs, and I got some smoked Gouda cheese. That would be the first meal of the day, so let's get cooking. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so as you can see from my first meal of the day, it's pretty much my traditional keto meal. It's pretty much what I always start off with, eggs and bacon. But I went ahead and added some keto meal just to make sure I get my fats in, because I have noticed that every time I do this full day of eating, I never calculate the macros, guys. I normally do that at the end of the video, and every time it never fails. I always go over my protein like way too much, and my fat is not as high as it should be. So I don't want to make that same mistake on this full day of eating. So this is why I added a keto meal, 1 scoop of keto meal. And now to try this kielbasa bacon that I hear so much good things about. It's definitely Goody Beats approved. So I wanted to touch a little bit more about Thrive Market and why I think it's really cool. So Thrive Market, it's pretty much just like an online like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and Costco's and all that. It has tons of healthy foods. And what's really cool about the website, so whether you're doing vegan, you're paleo, I even think they're making a keto section as well. They have different section categories that you can choose from, and it'll show you all the foods that you're allowed to have. But the one thing that's like most important to me is that they're kind of like the Toms of grocery stores. So if you guys know Toms, the shoes, when you buy a pair, they'll give a pair to like someone in Africa or something like that, or to kids that don't have shoes or people who don't have shoes. Thrive Market does something almost similar to that. So every time you buy a subscription to the website, they help out a family that's low income in America that, you know, that probably don't have a lot of money to get groceries, and they sponsor them and help them get groceries. So that's something that's like really cool. And you know, things like that mean a lot to me. My channel is all about spreading positivity. They don't make anything off like the products that you buy from the website. Pretty much it's like a yearly subscription that you're signed up with to allow yourself to buy things from there, because everything on the website is 25 to 50% off. So that's super dope. So you get to save money. It's free shipping for anything like over $49. I mean, pretty much most people's grocery shopping carts are going to be over $49. But yeah, man, check them out. Thrive Market, super cool. I'll have a link in the description below. But yeah, go check them out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Pardon my slick back hair, but I just got out of the shower. I went and knocked out about 30 minutes of cardio. It was close to 30 minutes, but typically what I do is I like to burn 300 calories, and I'm doing that 4 times a week. But I got a pretty macro-friendly meal, and it's definitely keto. So I went to the grocery store and picked up this zucchini, like spaghetti. This whole box right here is only 4 grams of carbs. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. This is like pretty much a huge bowl of spaghetti. And then I also picked up some Angus beef, and this time I didn't make the mistake by picking up ground turkey like I always do. I hate when I do that. I'm gonna make this whole thing. I don't think I'm gonna eat it all. I'll probably eat half of it, which is about 8 ounces, which will be somewhere around almost 40 grams of fat and 40 grams of protein and 0 carbs. It's the key. Damn, keto bodybuilding meal right here. This is pretty much just like spaghetti without all the carbs. So I got about 8 ounces of 85-15 ground beef. I have a little bit of this pizza sauce right here, Simply Balanced. I put 66 grams of it, but one serving is 62. So a little bit over, but it's like pretty much just 4 grams of carbs, 5 grams of carbs, but 1 gram of fiber. So this is the perfect low carb bodybuilding meal to eat. Keto friendly, keto approved. I'm gonna dig in, and then I'm gonna answer a couple questions on Snapchat. So if you guys follow me on Snapchat, you know that I was on the cardio machine, on the Stairmaster machine. I said send in your questions and I would answer a couple of them. So let me dig in first, and we'll get to answering them. All right, everybody, so let's start this Q&A. And the first Snapchat question is from a user named DocDo32. I believe that's how you say his name, or her name. So the first question is this: what do I think about these? So hopefully the camera can focus on this, but pretty much what it is like a keto breathalyzer detector. So this is a device that can tell if you're in ketosis or not, or at least that's what it supposedly says it can do. I don't know too much about it. I don't use it, and to be honest, I probably would never use it. So those are pretty much my thoughts on it. It's saying how accurate do I think it is, and I don't think it's that accurate. The only way to know for sure is what I would do the blood test, and I still need to get one of those so I can start introducing it to the channel, because I'd like to know where my ketone levels are. So okay, question number 2 comes from a username JTrice 2010. Will the sugar in keto meal knock me out of ketosis? So keto meal only has 2.6 grams of sugar. In my opinion, I don't think it'll knock you out of ketosis. I mean, that's pretty low, 2.6 grams. I mean, that's almost nothing. You know, most drinks and other snacks have like 40 to 60 grams of sugar, so you should be okay. Okay, question number 3 is from a user named Honey83883. Weird username. Anyways, how to start keto again. So pretty much if you fall off the wagon, I think the best way is to get back in ketosis and get back on track is the next following day. What I would always do is I would go in for a very long cardio session for about an hour on the Stairmaster. I know it sounds like a long time, but you have a lot of that glycogen built up, so you should have plenty of energy to get through that 1 hour cardio, and then also do a full body workout after that. Pretty much the purpose is to try to deplete as much glycogen out of the body as fast as possible, and then just get back on track. Get back to your keto eating habits, your correct keto macros, and you should be okay. If you do that, you'll be in ketosis in, I don't know, I would say 3, 4, 5 days, maybe a little bit longer, just depending on the individual. right, now for meal number 3, Crystal ended up ordering us some fajitas from Garcia's. She asked me if I wanted corn tortillas. I said, just don't get any tortillas because I have these low carb tortillas I'm always raving about. Corn tortillas aren't that bad, but you can pretty much only have 2 before it'll probably most likely knock you out of ketosis. And I think like 2 corn tortillas is going to be about 20 to 25 grams of carbs. So again, it wouldn't make sense because you still need to get your greens in. But I got chicken. I know a lot of you are going to ask, why didn't I get beef? I just prefer chicken, and I'll get enough fats with the avocado that I'm going to have. Cheers. Okay, question number 4, and the question comes from a user named Tommy Smith. Hardest part about switching to keto, and how will you know when you're in ketosis? So I think the hardest part for me was like not being able to go out with my friends and drink a beer. You know, a lot of my friends do drink beer, and I mean, I would have occasional 1 or 2, but that's pretty much all you can have. And you know, maybe 2 would knock me out of ketosis. And not being able to go with the family on Sundays, they like to go to buffets, and most places like Chinese buffets are not very keto friendly on pretty much all their food. So I would definitely say that's probably the hardest part. It's not necessarily the food, like, oh, I can't have pizza, or oh, I can't have fries. That's not really hard. It's just being able to go out and socialize and do those normal routines with the family and friends that you can't because they want to go eat like a pizza joint where there's like no salad and there's just pizza. And the second part of his question was, how do I know if I'm in ketosis or not? Well, the best thing to do is to do the blood test. A little prick your finger, it'll show you a number, tell you if you're, I think your ketone levels or whatnot. I think that's the best way. The second best way is just to know your body. Like me, I don't use any of those things. I don't do pee sticks. I don't do the blood test. I don't do the breathalyzer. I just know my body. I know when my energy levels are just like banging throughout the day. And I know this sounds gross, but when I go to the bathroom and I pee, the way my pee smells, like I can just tell that I'm in ketosis. I can just tell the way my body feels. I feel alive. I feel stronger. My mind is just constantly thinking. It's on point. It's sharp. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in ketosis, and vice versa. Same thing. I know when I'm knocked out of ketosis. Like that one time I went to go have a buffet at that Chinese restaurant with my parents. I just had chicken and broccoli, but I didn't know that chicken was like kind of had all that sauce on it, and it had a lot of MSG, and like long story short, it knocked me out of ketosis because the minute I got home, like I crashed. Like I wanted to take a nap. I felt low energy. I was like, dude, I want to fall asleep right now. And so that's how I knew. I was like, I got knocked out of ketosis. Okay, question number 5, and this is the last question. It's from a user named Clay-Monster. It said, hello, I took a week off from working out. I was on vacation with the wife, and I was wondering if it's okay to jump right back into it and work out every day. Personally, I think it's okay to jump right back into it. I know when I go on vacation, my workouts are pretty much Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday. So if I'm out for a week of vacation, the day I get back, I'm ready to jump back into it. That Monday, I'm back to my routine. I'm jumping right back in. I'm starting where I left off. I'm lifting as much as I can. I think the best way is just jump right back in. Trying to like, yeah, I'll work out Monday, I take a rest day, Wednesday, take a rest day, let my body adjust. I mean, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think you'll be totally fine jumping right back in, hitting it as hard as you can, just like you were before the vacation. I don't think it's going to do anything to harm yourself. I think you'll be totally okay, and that's just my opinion. So that's going to end the Snapchat question. I want to say thank you guys for everyone who participated. There were so many Snap questions, and like I could literally be here for like an hour answering Snap questions. And I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about maybe just dedicating a whole video to like Snapchat questions and Instagram questions, email questions, just because I get so many and I feel so bad that I don't answer them all. But that's going to be it for this full day of eating. If you guys did like this video, give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Hit it. I know you want to hit it. And I think that's going to be it. As always, I love you guys. Peace.